Okay, history will be made today as the astronauts aboard the Orion capsule will fly farther than any human ever before. The Artemis 2 mission is set to loop around the moon this afternoon. Here's Commander Reed Weissman as they get a closer view, I should say, of the moon.
I think one of the most interesting things right now is the four of us have looked at this moon our entire lives, and the way we are responding to what we are seeing out the window is, it's just like we're a bunch of little kids up here. We cannot get enough of this. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, I am sure. That sounds very exciting. All right, CBS News radio correspondent Peter King is live in Orlando for us today. Peter, thank you for joining us. So we know this crew will be taking photos of the moon today. Can you tell us more about the overall purpose of their task?
Yeah, absolutely, Mugo, and good morning. They're going to spend about 3 hours taking pictures and doing nothing else. And we have gotten an estimate from NASA that they expect about 10,000 photos to be taken during this time because it is a great chance for them to see parts of the moon that have never been seen by human eyes before, that have never been photographed by satellites, that have never been photographed on any of the previous Apollo lunar missions. So they're going to be shooting pictures, and more pictures for about 3 hours. They're looking for crater rejections of boulders and things like that, anything that gives them an idea of interesting places to explore, but interesting places that also might have had clues as to the formation of the universe, the planets, and the whole thing.
Yeah, wow. So just how historic is this mission, and what does it mean for the future of space exploration?
Well, it's historic in a number of ways. This is the first time that humans have been back in any way, shape, or form to the moon since December 1972. And there have been so many startups and shutdowns of lunar programs in the last 50 some odd years. So it's history that this is actually getting traction and going to happen. It's also historic because they're going to be farther into space than anybody else has ever been. They're going to break the Apollo 13 record this afternoon. In fact, interestingly enough, their wake-up call this morning was a message from the late Apollo 13 commander, Jim Lovell, who was also on Apollo 8. So very, very fitting for that. They will be farther into space than anybody else has ever been before. That'll be 252,760 miles. We thank our producer, Miles Doran, for making sure we had that fact correct. As far as setting up the rest of the Artemis program, this is a big deal. Everything has to work in order for the next flights to happen. Next flight would be next year to work on the lunar landers in Earth orbit, and then 2 moon landings the year after next in 2028, if everything falls into place. So, everything depends on this one going well, and so far it has.
Yeah, we certainly hope everything falls into place. Peter King, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.